In the last session, we found for the project refactoring or rehosting your application on AWS, we found in the first step, we created key pairs and we also created a security group for our backend services. Now, in the second step, we need an RDS. Amazon Relational Database Service is basically a managed SQL database service that is provided by Amazon Web Services. Amazon RDS supports an array of database engines to store and organize the data. It also helps with relational database management tasks such as data migrations, data backup, recovery, and patching. Amazon RDS facilitates the development and maintenance of relational databases in the cloud. And a cloud administrator uses Amazon RDS to set up, operate, manage, and scale a relational instance of a cloud database. Amazon RDS is basically not itself a database. It is a service that is used to manage relational databases. The databases are used to store large quantities of data that applications can draw on to help them perform various functions. A relational database uses tables to store data. It's also called as the relational because it organizes data points with defined relations. Administrators control Amazon RDS with AWS Management Console, Amazon RDS API calls, or AWS command line interfaces. They are these interfaces to deploy database instances to which the users can apply the specific settings. Amazon provides several instance types with different combination of resources such that we have CPU, we have memory, we have storage options, and we have network capacity. Each type comes in a variety of sizes in order to suit the needs of the different workloads. RDS can use AWS identity and access management in order to define and set permissions for who can access an RDS database. RDS, it uses the replication feature in order to create read replicas. These are read-only copies of database instances that applications use without altering the original production database. RDS basically is of three types. General purpose solid state drive. Amazon recommends this storage as the default choice. And we have provisioned input output operations per second, that is IOPS, SSD storage for input output intensive workloads. And we have magnetic, lower cost option. RDS also has a monitoring part. The Amazon Cloud Watch service enables managed monitoring. It lets users view capacity and input-output metrics. So in order to create RDS database, we have to sign in into the management console, and in the upper part, we have to check the region. So we'll go here. We'll type for we'll go here, we'll type AWS Management Console. We'll sign in the AWS Management Console and open Amazon RDS. We'll sign into the console. And here we'll type RDS. When we open Amazon RDS console. In the upper right corner of Amazon RDS console, we have to choose the AWS region in which we want to create DB instance. That is here we have North Virginia, that is US East 1, that is fine for us. And here will be in the navigation pane. In the navigation pane, we have to search for databases. We'll click on databases and we'll choose create database. In choose a database creation method, select standard create. In the engine options, choose the engine type MariaDB. SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, or Oracle or Postgres SQL. Fine, Microsoft SQL Server is shown over here and we'll be clicking over here. For editions, if you're using Oracle or SQL Server, choose the database engine that you want. Fine. MySQL has only one option for the edition, and MariaDB and PostgreSQL has none. So if you will select here, SQL, MySQL, it has basically one option for the additions. There's only one option for the addition. And we'll choose here Microsoft SQL. For version, choose the engine version. In templates, choose the template that matches your use case. If you choose productions, then the following steps are pre-selected: your multi-agent failover option, your provisioned IOPS storage option, and your enable deletion protection option. So to enter your master password, do the following. In the settings, open credential settings. In your settings, you have to open the credential settings. If you want to specify a password, clear the auto generate a password and check if it is selected. Change the master username value. Enter the same password in master password and confirm password. For the remaining section, specify your DB instance settings. For choose create database. If you choose to use an automatically generated password, password should be same. Password should be same. At least 8 printable ASCII characters can't contain any of this. Okay. When the password is confirmed, we need to create a database. So our database, it may take a few minutes to launch. If you chose to use an automatically generated password, the View Credential Details button appears on the database page. And the database will be creating, it will be created after a few minutes. When the state changed to available, you can connect to DB instance. Depending on the DB instance, class and storage allocated, it can take several minutes for the new instance to be available.